from Aldous Huxley. The most valuable of all education is the ability to make yourself do the thing you have to do when it has to be done, whether you like it or not. This is the idea of discipline. Aldous Huxley was on the Jocko train before Jocko was on the Jocko train, right? Discipline equals freedom. What is discipline? Discipline is doing the thing you know you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not. Feelings are important. Emotions matter, but some things just need to get done because we know that they're good for us, especially potentially when we're dealing with something mental health related. Our mental health sometimes will tell us that we don't need to get out of bed, that we don't need to talk to people, that we need to isolate, that we're worthless, that we're not good enough. All of these things that sort of trap us in our own way and keep us stuck in the position we're in. Well, sometimes we need to employ our discipline by having a mental health protocol, a mental health toolkit that we know we go to whenever these feelings start to arise. You can think about it as an algorithm. If this, then what? If I start to feel a little depressed, if I start to feel a little bit sad, if I start to feel my mental health taking a downward spiral, then I do this. If this, then what, right? So algorithms. So things are automatic. If you start to feel this way, then you move into this. So then we have a protocol and a mental health toolkit that allows us to deploy our discipline, especially when we're feeling our worst, when we definitely 100% need it. So if I start feeling this, or if my mental health is starting to take a downward spiral, then I employ my mental health protocol. Then I go for a walk. Then I take a shower. Then I go to the gym. Then I call a friend, right? If this, then what? So we know that we have this exact plan exactly when the issue arises so that we know what needs to be done. I need to do these things because they're part of my mental health toolkit. And this is the protocol that I put in this algorithm. If this, then what? I need to deploy it right now. Oh, but I don't feel like it. That doesn't matter in that moment because ultimately, if you really think about it, you know, this is what is going to make you feel better because you've tried these things, you've tested them out, you've experimented with different tools. And now you know that this thing that you've decided to put in your protocol of whether it's moving, sleeping, eating, thinking, whatever the protocol, whatever the specific tool in the protocol is, meditation, journaling, calling a friend, going for a walk, having a great workout, taking a cold shower, whatever it is, you've decided this works for me here. So I'm putting it part of this algorithm, this protocol. If this, then what? And so now I know that discipline can be employed in this moment, even when I don't feel like it. And that rule can be applied throughout your whole life. Again, because the most valuable of all education is the ability to make yourself do the thing you have to do when it has to be done, whether you like it or not. Discipline equals freedom. Doing the thing you know you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not, especially 100% of the time when we're feeling our worst. That's when we have to deploy our protocols and stick to our tools as best as possible because that's when we need them the most. That's when our discipline is most important. So we have to practice and hone that skill when we're feeling okay or really good. So then when we feel our worst or start to feel our worst or start to take a downward spiral, boom, we can employ that discipline. We can employ that if this, then what statement. We can employ that mental health toolkit. Very important, very powerful.